belongs to you.
Declared the same by the joining and the giving of rings. I therefore pronounce that you are husband and wife, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. You may kiss the bride. That's properly done. I present to you Mr. and Mrs. Fowler.
Yes.
Yes, Mr. and Mrs. Fowler.
The formal part of the function. All glasses okay. Fine. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to call upon Jim Fowler, who is going to propose the toast to the bride and the groom.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hwy'n nan dames en heren. Firstly, I would like to propose a toast to the bride and groom. Ac vol el he drong estel up de bright I gone. Ladies and gentlemen, to the bride and groom. And so ends the paragraph where I say something nice about Dom. So I'll go back to Dom's cricketing skills. One instance I remember was when Dom was practising his fast bowling in the back garden. I was the target, I was the batsman. I can't quite remember when the ball hit me on the head, but I do remember sitting in the lounge with a towel on my head, and all of a sudden there was a crash of glass as the ball bounced through the window and hit me mum on the head too. But it was good to be involved with Dom's hobbies. In fact, Dom always involved his little brother and sister in his hobbies. For example, when Dom had a model railway. For Christmas that year, Dom bought me a model signal box and Charlotte a model railway station. Dom managed to get a lot of work as an actor, touring the world. In between trips, he worked in London at the housing management, where he met a young, beautiful South African girl, Esther. And so began the romance that has brought us all here today. To the surprise of all of us, Dom's family and friends, this lovely little South African proved more than a match for the big bolshy Dom. I have to admit though, Esther, we know that you warned him before not to eat too much so that he'd still fit into his wedding suit. We know that you warned him not to drink too much, and we know that you warned him over and over again to stay out of the sun. I'm sorry to say I've got evidence on video from only 2 days ago of Dom sitting in a cafe, eating a mega burger and jumbo-sized chips, washing it down with a Castle Lager, looking like a big red-faced lobster that was embarrassed about something. What I've noticed through spending time with Dom and Esty is that they are the best of friends. Even if they're just sitting around watching England beat South Africa at cricket, rugby or any other sport, they're always giggling and making each other laugh. Esty, I've got no doubt that you've got a great future with Dom, and it certainly will be eventful, but filled with laughter too. We both know he's a bloody handful, but you're up for that job. In fact, I thought it was very apt yesterday when we were all talking whether you'd be called Esty Stander Fowler or Esty Fowler. I think Stander Fowler is quite appropriate because you're going to have to stand a Fowler for the rest of your life.
Esty, I feel a bit... Everyone's watching me, like, you know. It's been a wonderful day. Thank you for inviting me over. You live in a beautiful country, and everyone's just been lovely. As soon as I've got you, I wish you all the best. They're tasty, tasty, very, very tasty. They're very tasty. I'm talking about the olives and them little pumpkin balls. Food was lovely. My nom is Rob. Akis Van Vallis, not Ballis. As I say in my country, Yachida and Llongyfarchiadau. That means cheers and congratulations. Right, peace out, bye.
Jim, Anthony. Hello. Hello. Penguin boys. That must be Robin Island, isn't it, then? Well, they stink. Jared smoking a bifter. Say hello, Esty.
Hello there, Esty, and thanks for everything. We're having a great time. I'm looking forward to the wedding.
There we go.
Never seen a more loving couple in my life. Except for Charlotte and Chris, and Biddy and Jeff, and Jimmy and Anne, and Joe and Hazel, and Jamie and me and
Jamie and
Maya.
Seamus, yes.
Mia.
A nice moment. But there's quite enough of it.